very good player, but the tackling the suspect. As a captain, also as an influence to your players. Boy, who crown layers over, you have to call it and continue to mean Yakwa to attend for defending. And look at that ball at the bench. So why did we go for him? A player, this made for the Yokoya accident. And Blay is there. You can substitute him Blay and let Ifratman boy come and play. Oh, when na ABC Nafide Yakuma Kotoko. Oh, it's very baffling. It's very baffling. We have to push things up because the has is coming, and Kotoko needs to double up. We need to double up. Yeah, that's in the coverage. And Esther Bankwa, she's doing a fantastic job.
Esther, may train your point. I saw the BB for US at Birmingham. The Jimmy, the Anam, so many they for Spain at Breno. Thank you very much. Yeah, Kotoko fans are not happy, but I like the calm, composed manner in which they are expressing their misgivings about their team. You know, they're not happy at all. Yeah, you should demand the best from your players and your team.
Yeah, who Kotoko team penyo? We've seen Kotoko play a lot of games before. Yehu performance champagne. I've always been saying if you're a player and you play for either Haas or Kotoko and you give your all, you give your best, trust me, comment on that.
Exactly.
You are really going to enjoy the fruit of your labor. And sometimes it really hurts and sucks when players of these two traditional clubs, the biggest ones that we have, are on the pitch and they end up not giving their maximum best on the field. It's really devastating for the fans as well and very difficult for them. You can express and then, you know, see from their respective sentiments and how very disturbed they are with the development of events as it stands at Kumasi ASANTE Kotoko. I believe they can do better. We have over 10 games more to end the season. I believe that with a lot of determination, consistency, hard work, and then yes, okay. I believe they'll be able to give their best.
Abubakar is on the line. Let's find out what he has to say. Good evening to you, Abubakar.
Hello, good evening. Good evening.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Pacho, my country, Kaka.
Me Pacho, you
Oh, okay. Me share game, no. Lante. As a pressure one so. Oh, the contract as I'm a won trim contract no more na kwan o mefa so me ya hyehyɛ bibia o mfa so nya de enhyehyɛ na onya asumdwe mfa mbobɔ nti odina park no so ni na sa wo hwɛ ni ya bonza anya planting ejina ho no.
Okay, all right. That's all right. Thank you.
Okay.
That's an interesting one. Nana, it goes back to your point. Now, who raised the point about Lamtifi Black Stars come by now. Watching 4 matches and you've not been impressed. So you're not being so I observe the same thing. You know, what's the problem?
And also the contract issue. I understand in September the contract will be here. Kotoko would like to extend honestly in offer from a Libyan club. So these are all things.
Algeria and Libya.
Libya. Okay. Algeria is still Mukwala.
Okay.
So these are all things. A player like Richmond Lamte, a better tissue, a better hunting, as to how they are affecting the performance. So I think Kotoko need to work on these things. There are some few things the European players who say almost more quality football for their respective clubs. Enzo Fernandez only issue with contracts. So when you see him playing like this, it's a normal thing. When you go to Arsenal, Gabriel Martinelli, Bukayo Saka, almost need contract issues.
Liverpool, Kola.
These young guys, that is why they are playing good football for their respective clubs. So some of these things are anti-players in the local league. Make sure Mukwala, Richmond Lamte get the best of environment to play their best of football for ASANTE KOTOKO Football Club.
Okay. Nungwa, Ima, good evening, Ima. Hello. Pacho.
Hello.
Yes, hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. I'm Emmanuel, calling from YP5.
Okay. We're listening to you, sir.
Come again.
We are listening to you, sir.
Okay. Hello. Mr. Yambo.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Me fresh in Wesley 5.
Me patro you yet here.
The American say teams can get one up, but I'm not too many. ASANTE KOTOKO has for so no much no more correlation. The way I'm building the car, I don't know. How about that too when you see KOTOKO I'm correlation. The way no catch up says I'm one of too many. ASANTE KOTOKO has I'm a correlation. I'm not building the car.
Me patro yo bye bye. Thank you very much. Yeah, but last week one I had share.
It's
okay. Almost a small team per se. Say they are even doing very well.
No, but yes, sir, let's also establish the fact that KARELA United has always been very dominant on Kumasi ASANTE KOTOKO, and the stats are there. They be no Kotoko struggle to
get results,
get even salvage a point whenever they play against KARELA United. And yes, smaller teams, you know, the tennis Kotoko Nanka so ne KARELA boa.
I'm saying the point to say relegation threatened teams. Maybe that's what he wants to say. Bando Hearts of Lions, almost so sad. They've had quite some good victories in the past against Kotoko.
But apart from good victories, then if you are in the relegation zone,
you are fighting for your life.
That's a long cramp. One can sound motivational.
Good.
So one person will boy in the Division 1. That means you need to up your game.
But then if you are Kotoko, you are hard. You also have to double up.
Exactly, because who did this mistake? How the best winning. You also have to up your game whenever you play against them.
And my point is, you know, when you want to win the Ghana Premier League, you don't drop points against relegation threatening teams. KARELA, Hearts of Lions. These are teams that should be picking the maximum 3 points because
regardless, almost they are dying horses.
You know, when you look at the fixtures for the season, they are games so they are stars, but to say you want your maximum 3 points.
Okay,
and games ni.
Okay, Yanko Tema. Abranti be or say a friend of behavior. I don't know if that's his nickname, but behavior or hello. Okay, I thought behavior was on the line. Sorry, continue.
So I was talking about, you know, some of these teams. You need to find a way to pick the maximum 3 points. KARELA is one of them. Bando Hearts of Lions is one of them. But for Aquatano, these are teams. If you want to win the Ghana Premier League, you pick the maximum 3 points. But when you struggle against Heart of Lions, KARELA United, I mean, you're why you're ready to win the Premier League. And this is Kotoko, one of the highest paid teams in this country. There is no player in ASANTE KOTOKO who takes less than 2,500 Ghana cedi. There is a player in Kotoko who takes $2,000. There are players in Kotoko who takes more than 10,000 Ghana cedi in Ghana. So they are a big opportunity to do what.
But they have a psychologist as a coach, so that should be easier for him to psychologically boost them. But what you come back to the line? Behavior, are you there? Hello? Okay, go on. Okay, thank you. All right.
Sometimes when we pass on, I'm the car, I'm going to understand. What you can be good at the year. I was you say, more to picture. Said money for that. Because the problem is activity money for that. What to picture? Who can quite a man there and cool.
Okay. Hello? Okay. Okay, coverage on. What's in the year? Okay. I'm so say you have coverage don't create.
It's like, you know, start times we decode on a foot say young film cook room to animal. I know him brigadier.
No, share say our decode or decoder. So wherever he is, he's been able to watch us. Anyway, maybe we didn't hear him well, but you know, Abetifi, okay. Right. It's, you know, I'll tell Elikondo and the rest, but I think they have agents in Abetifi as well. So thank you for that piece of information. Obama Kotoko, there's pressure on you, but that's why you are being paid more. That is why it's ASANTE KOTOKO. That is why, you know, okay, Sule from Ahafo. Hello, Sule.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Sule. What's up?
Me Kotoko boy na pesa me kawasem kakra.
Okay.
But we say event is inconsistent. It would seem the way because coach and I said try and error and no better not the way up but no assistant way. Look at that minute changes be here. How are they coming to do in the pitch of play? So idea me can say coach on my who say this is the team. Because I say one cause all your error kakra we yaba or do we yaba I say try error just to be now. When you're the team no. The emphasis me can.
Yo, yeah, that's it. At this point of the league, trial and error, you think still? I don't maybe.
To some extent, there are a lot of changes in the team.
Okay.
We had Asante Kotoko team a boy against Heart of Lions. The one that played against Baby Stars. A lot of changes. Today, Nicholas Osebonsi was in the first 11. John Tedeku came to replace Enoch Morrison in the same first 11. You can see Nuruddin moving to the bench.
Could it be, say, based on your opponent, Coach Esther, you can also join in. The coach may have to change personnel because tactically, he wants to change the formation and something. So it's better to bring in players who he thinks can play better in those positions rather than say you don't change a winning team.
I think what he was trying to talk about is by this time,
you should know.
Match day 19-20, you should have a fair idea of your first 11. You go to Europe, Arsenal by this time, you know the fair idea of their best 11. Change by 1 or 2.
But I understand.
But when you look at Kotoko, about 4 or 5 changes compared to the previous game, boy, just 1 week interval.
Okay, so, Fifi, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, Fifi, I'd say.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, me later is yeah, Pampa will January, all January, I think I wanted January. How much did you affect? Almost second team, no, the best one, no. If the team now has been yet, as you have been yet, they have to some this Africa. I won't go ahead with more time. Oh, it's a team now. Second round, I will be on the book for a minute. You go shop and now. And you have to take the thing is never on the day about me. I'm using the way you know.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, yes, sir. I wish last minute, yeah, different.
Oh, Kasa as Kotoko fan, and I say.
Oh, as sports fan. Yeah, as sports fan. I'm joking.
Team men are supporting.
Oh, me a Barcelona fan.
Where they?
Me a Barcelona fan.
Barcelona. Okay, now Ghana team men are supporting.
Ghana had the dwarf.
Dwarfs.
Yeah.
Yo, Mate.
Okay.
Yo, but thank you very much, Medasi. And I can give you that. Minimum so be heart, but a Dwarfs fan there. But I think, but yeah, some interesting points. I'm not too sure about him saying say referees now Kotoko, but they need to back up. Clearly, all the callers are saying say Kotoko. They need to put in extra effort if they want to win. And there was time for them to equalize.
Yeah, one of the callers was talking about, going to buy the best right back in the first round, Emmanuel Kote. He's on the bench now. So when you go to the Kotoko team, they have about 4 right backs. Obi Enyebimbo, Fuseni, Augustine Japan, Samuel Asamoah, Emmanuel Kote. They are all right back. Obi Enyebimbo, and they are still in the team. But you are struggling to raise money to extend the contract of key players like Richmond Lamte and Steve Mukwala. Some of these things, obviously, all your supporter, you complain. Because but some of these players to a game against Karela.
Before the match, we listened to a friend saying, Circles,
Mr. Alex
Menu, yeah. And he was very confident. He's done what he can do. The rest is up to the players. Is the IMC working, or let's find on to China? Let's talk about the players.
And in the long run, what matters is that in as much as we've not had any kind of unrest in the boardroom of Kotoko, and then the IMMC, they are on top doing their job as well. When it comes to the technical aspect, it has been entrusted solely in the care of Dr. Prosper Ogo.
Interesting indeed. Yes, let me take this last caller. We have time for our last caller from Koforidua, right? And I say, your last caller, what's on your mind?
Boko Obinya. So the Yamia Sepa, a lopa moye.
Yeah, that's it.
Kotoko is time, sir, Ogum, as a manager in the Casa. There's only a Casa pa. James place oil. And a yakra, Mika Mele man, Lama. You said to the Kuono. Never knew. Bono was a way of prayer. Your friend is
Fatal.
former House captain.
Fatal.
To can be one of the one if go on a coffee a bar a plan open because then we said the friend the not of 5 days
Emma Kotoko. Justice Blair.
Justice. On your says justice the way no about the ball. It's a ball in your honor on the far. If coach war on mono, then I will ye. Number 2. Since you started second round, a lumpy and Mukwala, one bob on assistant. Also, person uncle. Munya on uncle. What I said, it is said, without them, no Kotoko and I. Munya on, what to place be brave, and I'm Munya on uncle. Since I will be back to my like a scar, because when my just said, Uncle Bon will pray. So I said, it will be in the night. Obesity bench out unya. Obey and have a bobble. Did my coach. Shaboy Apple find the fish shot tree. The piano shot the go jemo. Or buy a boy or whatever. Onya decline or either wabble. Now forgot on the way. If you are going on the year, there were no 18 no. Massa, and you're fine. There were no 18 no. Oh, Kuya Kuma. Aden. To be a call with the Lucy. She quite a call Lucia Tando. She will no should be. How? Who send a lamp to Jan about 27 on? I will feel over the man aboard or head too. I see so I catch up on the same day call it a bar head too. Jan, so share pa. We also Jan Hope Lante. I will feel on. I'm so catching the 7 young and they called you born by the two.
Anyway, on a lighter note, Matoase, but Ogum is actually part of the management, right, Esther? Nana.
And no name your cry.
Right.
I don't know, coach, part of management. If you ever can, more can move to the academy. You ever can, or see my Asia, more can wait like a day. What do you mean, can say? It's a better, sir. Ogum, I said. You only make a sack. What could to play out 1.something billion Ghana city? What that better bench? Boy, so our is your trainer. The Pia, the Pio Jam, and then who boy no one said about Koto. Who was saying about the buy? Who got also the same way the carrier? Who is saying? My out, I say, Yakuma Ogun won't Yakuma too much. All of a place, we couldn't Mukala. So Mukala say, they do every corner your boys on my pass, rather, or the social. On my pass. John and Uncle, at the end of Mukala, no, not to go. Big top players are back to go. And if you're on your call, how much more old going away? Like to say, you, whoever you say, you're suspended or no, name I make a soon should you be a Maze? Or a breadwinner, woman in court, no, and more family. All
right, Onosumba family. You know, fans, I like his submission. There's a very philosophical way approach, tactics and all kind management. And then on a lighter note about go now we consider. But seriously, listen to all these callers. Who's a Kotoko fans? They are very passionate, just like any other.
They are attached to the team.
Very close to the team. Yeah.
What's the IMC? Prosper Neteogum, Nana Penkra, Newton Dasuberi, and of course, Kosiapia.
Right.
Kosiapia, Ejimana 50-50, or you student Ejima, or you Kotoko Ejima.
Yeah, time so we need to, I said twice, tomorrow is Midiama versus Nations from Abrancas Nations Midiama. So we'll bring you that. And at the beginning, you better review this game and have a little discussion upon it. Akwaba, welcome back. Ghana month, perfectly.
Thank you.
You know, Esther is back in the house. Nana Medasi, thank you very much. Unfortunately, time master. So we'll do it again tomorrow. Keep watching. And for those visitors in for the African Games, thanks for joining us as well. We'll be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. for another game. Bye for now.